So I'm here with Sapna Shah, who is the founder of something called Retail X. And Retail X really is for somebody who's looking to enter broadly into the retail space, but they really kind of need that community of support in order to be able to succeed, right?
Yeah, that's exactly correct. It's for really early stage founders who haven't raised any money, who are just starting out on their businesses, who want to find a way to create a community, to learn from other entrepreneurs, to learn from investors, to learn all the tricks and tips on how to get to a place of success, whether that's sales success, whether that's fundraising success, but all the things they need to do to make their business successful.
So what you found was that you were taking coffee after coffee with people that were looking to enter into the retail space, and you were repeating the same information. You're like, I got to scale. I can't just keep taking coffee. So you actually created this series called Retail X, which is allowing 50 people at one go to keep coming back to this community and learning.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's only so much coffee you can drink in a day, and there's only so much information that you can continue to repeat over and over again before it feels old. And so RetailX really became a platform where I could create really topically based content. So right now we have topics like customer acquisition, how to build a sales pipeline if you're a B2B company, which means you're selling to bigger enterprise retailers. Like, for example, if you're a startup and you're selling to Target, how do you work with a big company like Target? How do you even think about how do you create a contract? So things like that are very topical and very practical. So not just generally like, oh, you need a sales organization and here's the sales process, but I'm a founder. I was successful at selling to Target. Let me tell you exactly what I did, step by step by step. And that's the kind of information that we're providing in these sessions that are monthly. We have a B2B track, so for companies selling to enterprise retailers, and then a B2C track. So if you're a product company, if you have a fashion brand, if you have a natural deodorant company, and you want to launch it, and you want to understand how to do your marketing, you want to understand how you want to get into how you manage your Amazon business, how do you build your website. These are all the kinds of topics that we have sessions based on.
All right, so to be clear, the folks that are speaking are actually founders themselves. It's not you just sitting there talking at the group, right?
That's right. I'm the moderator.
Yeah.
For each session, I get a variety of entrepreneurs who've been there before and done it, and haven't done it 10 years ago, but really did it like in the last 2 years. So it's still fresh in their minds. They've been in the shoes of the entrepreneurs who are listening, and they know the exact kinds of pieces of advice they need to give. For example, they know that early stage entrepreneurs don't have very much money to pay for services. And one great example of this in a session we had yesterday was about legal contracts. So if you're doing a contract with a big company, it could be 50 pages, 100 pages. It's unlikely you have an attorney that you can afford at that early stage to really review that contract. We had some advice last night from a founder who'd been there before and said, you know what, you just have to understand how much risk you're willing to take, read the contract to the best of your ability and say, I don't have enough money to get this all reviewed. Maybe there's just a little piece of it that I can get reviewed by an attorney, and then I just can live with the rest of the risk. And so that's the kind of really tactical advice that these founders can give other founders because they were just in their shoes maybe just a year ago, maybe 2 years ago.
All right, so they know what that hair-raising roller coaster ride is called entrepreneurship. All right, let's quickly break it down. If people want to know more information about Retail X, where can they go?
They can go to www.retailxseries.com or follow on Twitter at RetailXSeries.
Okay, and how much is it going to cost for every single person that decides that they want to come and be a part of each session?
Our early bird tickets are $20 a session. At the door is $30, so I highly recommend the early bird option. Find the tickets online through the website.
And typically, how many sessions do you have in the series?
We've had 2 per month starting in September. We're now moving to a once a month, so the next session is on April 11th.
Okay, and the ideal person that you would see coming to this and benefiting from this would be who?
That person would be an early stage entrepreneur, an entrepreneur who's just starting out, who has maybe just quit their full-time job and is starting out their company and is looking for advice from other founders and wanting to network into a community of founders who are in the same position as they are.
Okay, so this is Sapna Shah, who is the founder of something called Retail X, and you have all the information that you need in order to be able to sign up and benefit. I'm Joya, this is Sapna, we're at the Baccarat Hotel having a little lunch now. Bye.